Tonight's broadcast is made possible by Central Midwest Carpenters. Build your next chapter. Team Toyota, building relationships that will last generations. Strack and Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Crowell Insurance Company, the insurance superheroes. Ironworkers Local 395, proud to be union. Four Seasons Mechanical, quality and comfort is our guarantee. Boilermakers Local 374, earn while you learn. IBEW Local 697, proud to support high school sports. Bricklayers Local 4, the best hands in the business. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. The Right Group, the right way to buy and sell real estate. Mark Macknick, Chicagoland Tax Professionals. Blythe's Team Sports, where the athlete shops. And Hampton Inn, downtown Indianapolis. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Team Toyota's Takedown Time in the Region Sports Network. We come to you today from the Gamebridge Fieldhouse as the Region Sports Network presents live audio coverage of the 2026 Indiana Boys Wrestling State Finals. I'm Danny Bell. I'll have the play-by-play again. On the color is Zach Lavelle. Zach, we've got our session 2 starting off at 106. Really good first session. But now we get into the high-speed scrambles and the lightning reactions of these kids. Really good one starting off. We got Rashad Nelson of our hometown boy taking on Connor Maddox, one of the best in the state, undefeated 30-0. Rashad has got his work cut out for him today.
And here we go, hands shake.
Let's see if Rashad can knock off the number one wrestler in the state of this weight class.
Try to snap that Russian down.
Connor Maddox, nationally ranked.
Just have to duck under.
Nice slide by attempt. Rashad's so strong.
Nelson's reaction time is on point today so far.
His matches in his first matches are usually one of his best matches of the day. He goes all offense. He's playing defense right now. Good defense to get you some offense. Maddox with a takedown.
Trying for a roll through tilt.
Looking for the tilt. There's that cross wrist. Going to get some good interviews here really soon. I'm going to hand off the mic to Zach. And Zach, they're going to knock it out here. I'm going to head downstairs and look for some tunnel interviews. We'll catch you guys here back in a second. I'm going to leave it off to the hammers of this show.
Right now, Nelson caught in kind of a funky position, trying to get a whammy. Looks like he had it for a second, not called. Maddox getting some swipes now. Coming out of the body scissor. They go out of bounds. That's going to be the end of the first period. Maddox leading 6-0 right now. Maddox picks neutral. Right away, posting on the head by Nelson. They go collar tie. Nelson tries to shoot in for a high crotch. Maddox reacts, snapping him down. Reshooting into an outside single, able to cut the corner, get behind, straight into an arm trap, trying for a roll through tilt right now. Does get the takedown off of that, that single. That's going to be 9-0. There's the tilt. Holding 4, lets it go. That's going to be 13-0 right now for Maddox. Maddox cuts him. Nelson tries to shoot back in on a knee pick. Maddox with a good reaction, gets him off. Low single, cuts the corner. Maddox has the seat belt. Gets a 3. That's going to be 16-1 for the tech fall for Maddox. On mat 1, we got Carson from Delta and Cameron Schofield from Franklin Community. Carson up 1-0. Mat 2, you got Joe Hamilton from Center Grove and Ari Schrock from Mackinacoa. Hamilton up 6-1. Mat 3 coming up, you got Nicholas Russell from Bloomington South and Joseph Warner from Carroll Fort Wayne. And mat 4, you got Connor Cleveland from East Noble and Alex Huddleston from Brownsburg. Right now, all mats in a break from their action besides mat 3. On the edge of the mat, they do go out of bounds. Mat 4, we got a wild exchange. Outside single off of a reshot into a crackdown. Cleveland is going to belly down. That's going to give Huddleston the takedown. Back on mat 3. That's going to be Nicholas Russell up 3-0. Mat 2, Joe Hamilton up 10-1. A minute left in the third. He does get another takedown. That's going to put him up 13-1. Mat 1, Carson now up 2-0 with about 30 seconds left. Defending well, able to keep that tie up, circling. Now hitting the smart stall. There's a down block. Does get hit for stalling. Carson's going to take that one 2-0 over Cameron Schofield. Mat 2. Going to be Joe Hamilton, 13-5, about 20 seconds left. Mat 3, Russell up 3-0 right now over Warner. And mat 4, you got Huddleston up 10-0. Now these lower weights for the second session, there's going to be a lot of higher scoring matches, a lot of nationally ranked kids in this session. There's going to be a lot of banger matches. We're going to shift our focus over to mat 1. You got Julian De Luna from Hanover Central and Lucas Scott from Southmont. De Luna, the hometown kid, in on a double leg right now. Scott trying to hip him over. De Luna doing a good job getting his hips back under him, back up on his knees, still holding onto the leg, able to square back off with Scott. De Luna, a 39-2 junior, and Scott, a 36-2 sophomore. Scott catches the near side ankle, still looking to go behind. De Luna is still doing a good job working his hips back out in front, knee sliding back in to keep that foot from being elevated too high. Head still down on the mat, no points yet. Scott still holding onto that ankle, trying to circle, trying to fight the grip. Gets it free for a second, not able to go behind yet. Scott now working crossface, still has that ankle elevated. No points still. De Luna able to get his chest up for a second. Scott bellies him out. Still holding on. Scott now trying to sit towards the head, and they get a stalemate call. That was a heck of a fight from De Luna. Able to hold on to that for about 45 seconds without giving up that takedown. That's really hard to do. Getting control of that wrist. Scott back in on a single. Working to collapse that far ankle, far knee. Scott able to do it, gets the takedown, goes up 3-0 with about 10 seconds left in the first. Real heavy chop, forward pressure, keeping De Luna's head on the mat the whole time. Choice goes to Scott, he defers. De Luna picks bottom. Second guessing it. He already declared he was trying to switch to neutral since he already declared his decision to the ref. Ref puts him down. Arm chop right off the bat from Scott. De Luna now on his feet. Scott drops ankle. De Luna able to sit out on his way back down, get his hips back in front of him, and get the escape. They go out of bounds. They're back on their feet. De Luna shoots right off the whistle, high crotch, crack down on Scott. De Luna high legs over off of Scott's switch attempt. That's going to put De Luna up 4-3. Another switch attempt by Scott. De Luna steps over, getting some near fall. Holding 2, swiping again. That's going to be 4 swipes. Now looking for a pinfall, steps over, gets a reverse half. Holding 4 right now. High legs over. He has a lot of time right in the center of the mat. Scott trying to roll through the other way. De Luna gets his hips down. Scott muscles him over. Almost rolls through and puts De Luna on his back. De Luna able to hit back up and get back on top. No reversal awarded. De Luna does get the near fall. That's going to put him up at, I believe it is now 8-3. It is. About 30 seconds left in the second. Scott going for a switch again. De Luna gets his hits back out to the side again. Now looking cradle. I believe he has it locked up. Scott really strong. We'll see if he puts him over. He does. Instead of putting him to his head, he puts him over his butt, looking for a pin. He is awarded another 4. That's going to put him up 12-3. Big second period from De Luna. Scott goes neutral. De Luna shoots an outside sweep, not able to get it. They circle back up. Scott right back in on a reattack. His own outside single, trying to shelf it now. De Luna really heavy on his whizzer. Scott trying to collapse the far knee. De Luna split leg defense right off the edge of the mat. De Luna's going to look to just sit here, kind of bring out time. Scott brings his foot out, gets the fresh start. Minute 38 left in the third period. De Luna up 12-3 still. Head tap from De Luna. Shooting in. Looked for a high crotch. Scott caught an underhook. Looking big move. Going double unders. Trying to jack him up. De Luna getting hit for stalling. Able to drop to a leg, pop his head out, gets the takedown. That's going to be 15-3, minute left in the third. 45 now left in the third. That's going to be 15-3. They go out of bounds. Scott on bottom. De Luna still bouncing around, staying loose. Scott tries for another switch. In a sit-out position, De Luna follows hips. Has about 30 seconds to ride him. Scott, head on the mat. De Luna, heavy forward pressure, looking half on the right side. Scott clamping down. Hopping to the opposite side. Has a wing on that opposite side. Gonna run out of time here. Julian De Luna from Hanover Central moves on with a major decision, 15-3 over Lucas Scott from Southmont.
On mat number 1, Julian De Luna of Hanover Central, your winner.
Your screen's black for me right now. It was showing. No, it's black right now. It was just showing.
On mat 4, we got Vince McCoy from South Bend Riley and Nolan Culp from Hamilton Southeastern. Culp up 18-13. Culp going to come away with that.
Mat number 4, your winner from Hamilton Southeastern.
It's going to be
Nolan Culp.
18-16.
And ready to move on down to 113 pounds wrestling on mat number 1. From Brownsburg.
Coming up on mat 3,
And from Prairie Heights, Maximus Kleber.
we got Sam Westfall from Crown Point, a 28-9 senior, and Andrew Elmore, a 23-4 junior
From Delta, Kate Jackson.
from Zionsville.
On mat number 3 from Crown Point, Sam Westfall. And from Zionsville, Andrew Elmore. On mat number 4 and 113 from Homestead, Drew Heisler. From Center Grove, Daniel Brown Jr.
Now back to that 106 bracket really quick. Longoria did pick up the win over Baylor with a pinfall early into the second. Back to mat 3 right now. You got Sam Westfall and Andrew Elmore. Westfall right now in on a shot. Crackdown position. Looking to cut the corner. Elmore doing a good job of getting back on his feet. Creates some distance, shoots back in on Westfall. They go out of bounds. Head taps from both wrestlers. Westfall snapping him into a tie-up. Elmore shoots in. Westfall able to react, steps back. Now snaps into a front headlock position.
Sure, yeah.
Tries to slide by. Over under from Elmore.
And I'll pick up your audio.
No near fall. Does get the takedown.
No, I mean, we could. Using your phone as a camera, Martin. Using your phone as a camera, it means you're picking up your audio as well, though. That's what I'm going to use, like live. I'm going to use your phone's audio so it can pick them up.
Mat 1, we got Trayvon Ducking from Brownsburg.
All good. We'll just do that, all right?
Up 3-0.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Trayvon last year was the 106-pound champion.
So, yeah, you're all good. So, if it
Moving
says-
up in weight, last year's 113 champion was Case Bell.
I don't know if it does, but I should just be getting your phone's audio. I believe.
Mat 2, you got Cade Jackson, a senior from Delta, and Keelan Shaw from Plainfield. Scoreless going into the second. Mat 3, Sam Westfall from Crown Point, a senior, 28-9. Andrew Elmore, 23-4, a junior from Zionsville. Right now, Elmore is up 3-1. Mat 4, you got Daniel Brown from Center Grove, a 29-6 sophomore, and Drew Heisler, a 34-8 sophomore from Homestead. That's going to be the first period on mat 3. That ends with Elmore up 3-1. Westfall picks bottom. Right into a quad pod position. Drops to a knee, able to get the stand up off of it. Turns in, shoots right away. Stuffed by Elmore. That's going to be 3-2. A lot of fakes by Elmore right now. Head taps. Drops into a low single. Westfall gives up the takedown. They go out of bounds. That's going to be 6-2. About 1:45 left in the second. Westfall right back into that quad pod. Easy release by Elmore. It's going to be 6-3. Westfall tying up again. Tries to shoot in on an outside single. Elmore stuffs it, steps back. Head taps again. Westfall, misdirection, out the back. Elmore trying to hold on to an ankle. Isn't able to. Westfall does get the takedown. That's going to be 6-6. Westfall really good on top. See if he's able to work here. Gets the arm chop. Now wing half. potentially dangerous called. That's going to be 6-6 right now. Sam Westfall and Andrew Elmore. Elmore with a quick takedown. Westfall able to bring him back. Nothing pretty there, just a quick suck back down to the mat. Westfall back with that tough ride, trying for an arm chop. Crossface. Elmore able to belly base back up, and Westfall breaks it back down with a chop again. And that's going to be the end of the second. It's going to be 6-6. Elmore goes neutral. Got some blood time. Didn't get a chance to talk to Danny about the over-under on blood time for this session. So we're just going to go with the 8.5 that we had on the last session. We got 2 so far. Quick update on the rest of the mats. Got mat 1, Trayvon Ducking from Brownsburg up 12-2. Just picked up the tech fall, 17-2 over Maximus Kleberg from Prairie Heights. Mat 2, Keith Jackson from Delta and Keelan Schoff. Keelan with a late takedown. It was 1-0. Cade Jackson up. Keelan gets an escape right into a takedown. Picks up some near fall too off of it. Big moves from him. Back to mat 3. Sam Westfall in the front headlock position off of it. Elmore shot off the whistle. Looking for a go behind. Head right in the back of the forehead. Possible 3/4. Shuck by attempt. We're going blood time again. 2-1 match. That's going to be 3 blood times already. We're only in 113. Mat 4, Daniel Brown Jr. picks up from Center Grove. Picks up the tech fall over Drew Heisler from Homestead. Back to mat 2. They are discussing the score right now. They do not award the near fall that was originally given, but they do award the reversal. So that's going to be 2-1 right now for Keelan Schoff. They go out of bounds with Cade Jackson still standing. Schoff got hit with a stalling on the way out. 20 seconds left in the third. Quick stand up by Jackson. Schoff able to get the suck back. Jackson lands on top of him. Jackson lands on top of him. They do not award a reversal. That is going to get taken to the table. I will update you guys when that is done. Back to mat 2. Elmore with a low single attempt, doesn't get it. They stand back up. Westfall back into a shot of his own. Gets the outside single. Tries for the shelf. Not able to get the shelf. Elmore muscles him over. Westfall rolls through. Stays true to the leg, and they go out of bounds. On mat 2, they did not reward the reversal, but they did reward the loss of control escape. They are in sudden victory right now. First takedown wins. Mat 3, still 6-6, 45 seconds left. They are banging right now. Elmore dives in on a double. Westfall able to get his hits back. Looking for the go behind. Gets the single. Gets the shelf. Elmore with a deep whizzer. Westfall really digging that shelf right now. Looks for the head for a cradle. Westfall drops back down to the single. Still trying to shelf. Finally gets it kicked out. Gets it shelved up. Looking back for the head. No near fall. No takedown awarded. That is going to be the end of the third. We are going to sudden victory. First takedown wins. If it goes past that, I will explain the rules after. Both wrestlers with the collar tie. Mat 2, we got double overtime. So right there, both wrestlers get Westfall in on a shot. High crotch, splits the middle. Goes waterfall position. Able to get the... Elmore rolls through, gets the turn and burn. Westfall out the back. No takedown awarded. They say that it was a reaction time. Westfall back in on the leg, back in on that single. Able to get it elevated now. Drops in for the other ankle. No points awarded here. So what happens here is they go into double overtime. They flip the coin. One wrestler gets choice of top or bottom. Both wrestlers have a 30-second period to score a point. Both wrestlers get a chance at bottom. Westfall gets the stand-up. Westfall gets the stand-up. There is... Oh, my God. Over on mat 2. Over on mat 2, Jackson stands up early. Or Shaw stands up early after getting some near fall. Doesn't finish out the match, thinks that it's over. Jackson shoots back in. Gets the takedown, ties it back up. That's going to be 5-5. They're going to go into ultimate overtime. So what happens here is the wrestler, they are arguing this one out. They bring it to the table. Let's see what happens here before I go any further. Elmore awarded near fall on mat 3 and then awarded the reversal. Okay, so on mat 2 is going to be an ultimate tiebreaker. Right now, you have Cade Jackson on bottom. He has 30 seconds to score a point. Right here, either he gets out or he loses. Jackson, if he scores near fall, he's going to win that. Right now, Jackson looking to get the escape, and he does. Jackson is going to be your winner in ultimate overtime. Mat number 2 goes to ultimate overtime. And Schauf is your winner off of that, off of Jackson not being able to escape. Jackson is going to be your winner off of his escape. Over on mat 3, Elmore comes away with the major decision in double overtime. 14-9 over Sam Westfall. Back to 113. St. Laure over Quarles, the tech fall, 17-1.
At American Testing Services, based in Hobart, Indiana, we specialize in NDT drone inspections and heat treatment services for local mills, fab shops, and facilities across the country. From Northwest Indiana to nationwide, we deliver precision, safety, and reliability. American Testing Services, America's trusted name in NDT.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Oretta is going to get the takedown off of that. Going wing. Has a tight waist on the other side. Now a bar. Looking to step over. They're going to go potentially dangerous. Shoulder was getting a little bit tweaked out. Mat 3, we got Spencer McCammon, a 29-5 freshman from Evansville Mater Dei, up 7-0 over Jackson Webb, a 20-5 senior from Yorktown. Blake Doss, a 24-9 junior from New Palestine, and Cruz Oretta from Lake Central, a 37-5 sophomore. Doss working for a stand-up. Now into a tripod position, one knee down. Cruz looking to hit to chop. That's going to be the period. That's going to be 3-0. Cruz up. Doss picks neutral. Heavy fakes both sides right off the whistle. Ear to ear collar tie. Doss attempts a single leg. Oretta able to defend. Reshoots into his own. Doss doing a good job keeping his hips up front. Cruz able to get the crack down. Looking to step over now. Doss doing a good job holding his own ankle to be able to block that step over. Oretta able to finally get that takedown. That's going to be 6-0. Cruz real heavy on that arm right now, going wing. A lot of pressure to that upper shoulder area, right by the shoulder blade. Looking to bar and step over now, while Doss is still in the base. Now pressure back forward towards the right side, right on that shoulder blade. Doss looking to roll through. Oretta catches it. He's going to be back up front, still holding on to the opposite side. Doss hips up front. Doss head still under. Right here, both heads come out. High hips usually wins in this situation. Oretta trying to knee slide back in. He does. Able to roll through and they go out of bounds. Oretta still on top. They're going to go. Let me check the scoring here. Oretta awarded a point. for some sort of caution towards Doss. I wasn't able to see what happened from this angle, but something happened when they were coming up that caused Cruz to get a point. That's going to be the end of the second. Cruz still up 7-0. Cruz picks top. Really heavy on that chop. Forehead to the back of the head. Keep it pressure on the upper body. Able to flatten him out. Looking power half series or stack. They're going to go stalling on green and give both wrestlers a fresh start. Cruz sitting on that Oki boot just a little too long. A minute 15 left in the third. Cruz now coming up towards the front a little bit, just to show he's hopping off of hips. Avoid the stalling call. Doss trying to high leg over and gets his hips back out front. Still in a 50-50 position. Now in on Cruz's legs, gets the reversal. That's going to be 7-2. Cruz still up. Doss now faking the cut to Cruz. Try to drop back in on the near side cradle. Now circling up to the front, going front headlock position. Now giving the escape. Tries to shoot in on a double. Nice down block by Cruz. 20 seconds left. Cement mixer by Doss. Rolled all the way through. That's going to be 8-5, I believe. No points awarded yet, I don't think. No points awarded. Cruz is going to take that one 8-2.
Your winner on mat number 2. From Lake Central, Cruz Orguena. Moving on down to 120 pounds from Brownsburg on mat number 1, Case Bell. And from Westfield, Aiden Driscoll. On mat number 2 at 120 from Cathedral, Jeremy Carver. And from Center Grove, Justice Thrasher.
Coming up is going to be the 120 weight class. Last year's champion was Reverend Dickman.
And on mat 4 from Fisher, Seth Lamb. From Avon, Case Bridge. On deck from mat 1, Franklin McIntyre, North Miami, Rochester's Jackson Roberts.
Coming up on mat 1 is going to be Case Bell from Brownsburg. Now, Case Bell was the 113 champion last year. Coming up on mat 2. Coming up on mat 1 is Case Bell Brownsburg, a 31-3 sophomore, against Aiden Driscoll, a 32-14 sophomore. Mat 2 is going to be Jeremy Carver, a 37-3 freshman from Indianapolis Cathedral, and Justice Thrasher, a 25-9 senior from Center Grove. Mat 3 is going to be Ethan Alvarez, a 41-2 freshman from Maryville, and Caden Braden, a 30-11 junior from Concord. Mat 4 is going to be Seth Lamb, a 37-7 junior from Fishers, and Case Bridge, a 30-10 sophomore from Avon. We are going to put our focus right now on the hometown kid, Ethan Alvarez. Like I said, a 41-2 freshman from Maryville, an impressive record from a freshman, also to make it to state. Right now, trying to go behind. And he does. He gets the takedown. Now working for a crossbody tilt. He gets it. He's holding near fall right now. Looking for a suck back. He gets the near fall. That's going to be 5-1 off of the escape from Braden from his back. Braden with a slide by attempt. They go out of bounds. Alvarez able to stay on his feet. Two on one from Alvarez. Able to drop to a single. Gets the trip. Gets the takedown. That's going to be 8-1. And that's going to be the end of the first period. 8-1. Alvarez over Braden at this point. On mat 1, Case Bell came away with a quick pin a minute into the match. Jeremy Carver up 3-0 over Justice Thrasher. Mat 4, Case Bridge up 7-0 over Seth Lamb. Alvarez gets choice. He defers. Braden picks bottom. Knee slide from Braden, trying to work to a stand-up. Alvarez doing a really good job at staying heavy on that near side, so every time Braden stands up, he has weight on that foot blocking it. Braden able to knee slide 3 times to get that stand-up. Gets the escape. Alvarez right back in on a 2-on-1 on the right side, switches to the left side. Digging heavy 2-on-1, ankle snatch. Braden sits right to his butt off of that. That's going to be 11-2. I believe the wing is in. He lets it go. Really heavy tight waist. Going arm chop on the left side. Cuts him. That's going to be 11-3. About 45 seconds left in the second. Alvarez with a go behind. 14-3. Braden able to high leg over. Catches the leg. Works into a stand-up off of a seatbelt position. That's going to be 14-3. Alvarez right back in on that Russian. Able to just snap that Russian into a Merkle position. They go out of bounds and no takedown awarded. That's going to be the end of the second. 14-4. Ethan Alvarez up. Over on mat 2, you got Jacob Powers from Crown Point and a 22-11 sophomore up 3-1 over Cameron Center, a 39-5 senior from Wawasee. Alvarez able to secure another takedown. That's going to be 17-4. Alvarez cuts him.
Avon's Case Bridge, your winner with a 10 fall at mat number 4.
In on a high crotch.
number 4 at 120 pounds.
Braden tries to roll out of bounds. He's able to. They go out of bounds.
Reed Wicker.
Now Braden trying to push the pace. Alvarez gets lower, shoots in on a high crotch. Splits the middle. Looking to extend that near leg so that he can hook it. Looking for the hook, able to get it. Trying to seatbelt around to secure the takedown. Head still stuffed. Gets around the hips. Now just needs to pop his head out. Pops his head out. That's going to be the tech fall. Ethan Alvarez, a now 42-2 freshman, is going to be a state placer.
On mat number 3, your winner with a tech fall.
Mat 2
is Ethan Alvarez.
got Jacob Powers, a 22-11 sophomore from Crown Point, and Cameron Center, a 39-5 senior from Wawa C. Powers up 3-2 currently. Both wrestlers pushing the pace. Mat 4, you got Reed Wicker, a 39-3 sophomore from Delta, and Xavier Acuna, a 27-6 sophomore from Portage. Got blood time on mat 2. I believe that's 4. Mat 4, they're wrestling on the edge of the mat. They're still on the feet. They go out of bounds. Mat 4, we got blood time. That's 5 right there. We're only at 120. Mat 1, you got Braylon McIntyre from North Miami, a 43-1 sophomore, up 3-2 over Jackson Robbins, 41-6 junior from Rochester Community.
Your winner by fall on mat number 3, Roncalli's Peyton Shutley.
Mat 2, still 3-2, 30 seconds left in the second. They go out of bounds, and Powers gets hit with a stalling. Mat 4, Wicker looking for a go behind. Acuna trying to stay strong, keep his hips up front, goes into a sit-out position. Mat 2, 3 seconds left. Powers still up 3-2. Mat 4, they are discussing the score.
Zach Miller here with the Region Sports Network. Following the match here on mat 2, we're going to show you a quick interview Danny Bell was able to snag with Evan Longoria in the back here. We're just going to show you that here after the following match here, where we have a little bit of a break for a moment. We're going to show you Danny Bell's interview with Evan Longoria. Back to you, Zach.
Appreciate that, Zach. Going into the third period, Powers picks bottom, still 3-2.
On mat number 1.
Mat 4, Wicker able to secure that takedown right at the end. It's going to be 3-0 going into the second over Acuna. Powers able to get the escape on the edge of the whistle. Center tried to shove him out, but loses control while doing so. That's going to put Powers up 4-2, a minute 19 left. Mat 4, start of the second. Wicker up 3-0. Acuna defers. Wicker picks bottom. Minute 45 left in that period. Acuna riding strong, but does need some near fall. Wicker looking for a quad pop position, gets it. There's a stand up. Acuna trying to go cross body wrist. Wicker does pull the stalling call. Acuna dropped to Wicker's ankle and was holding on for a little bit too long. Mat 2, still 4-2. Jacob Powers over Senta. A minute left. Senta's going to be pushing the pace here. In on that 2-on-1. Goes overhook with it. Gets wrist control far side. There's the underhook. It over-under attempt. Little lat drop attempt by Center going out of bounds. Powers was able to stay on his feet. Both wrestlers circling. More blood time on mat 4. That's 6. Center reaches for an outside single. Powers able to down block. Now going double overhooks. Attempts it. Turns it to a power laydown. Center doesn't try to get out. Stays on his back. Powers picks up the pinfall. Right at the end of the third. Believe that was the pinfall. He motioned for the mat. I think they're going to talk that one over to discuss what to do, as that will affect the team score since they give him the decision 7-2. He ran out of time right at the end of the match. Mat 4. Acuna on bottom. Down 3-0 against Delta's Wicker. Acuna able to get the escape. In on a shot. Wicker able to get his hips back out in front, looking for a go behind, and gets it. About 40 seconds left. Wicker up 6-1 over Acuna. Looking for a bundle. Acuna able to hip down the opposite way. Now looking for a cradle. About 10 seconds left. And that's going to be Reed Wicker of Delta coming away with that 6-1. And now we are going to switch over to the interview that Danny Bell was able to get from Longoria from the tunnel. I believe it was post-match, coming away with a big pin.
All right, we are here with Evan Longoria. Evan just had himself a tough match, down 3-0, but and
On mat number 1, from Jasper, Nolan Mullins. From Roncalli, Blake Getz. Mat number 2 at 126 from Center Grove, Dominic Brown. From Eastern Hancock,
Evan Longoria. Evan just had himself a tough match, down 3-0, but and Longoria fashion comes back and gets a stick. How'd that feel to be a state placer now?
It was great. I love this fight. I love everything about it. I'm super happy. I put the work in.
Did it go the way you planned?
Exactly how I planned. I knew I was going to go top in the second, and I was going to get the cradle and pin off, just like that.
You know, you've had a lot of really good cradles this year. I saw you pop off some quick ones, especially on some weird situations. You'll come off with some great cradles. What better place to do it than the state championships? Now you're moving on to Saturday, where your next match is they're going to have to deal with you now. Okay, so how are you approaching your next match? You're going to get some rest tonight, come in the morning. How are you approaching this?
Make sure I'm on weight, rehydrate, come in the next morning, and just I intend to dominate and win every match moving forward.
All right, so point by point, I'm sure Evan's going to be taking out his opponents. We have a local ECC champ here, and he's definitely going to be tearing them up in the next session. So make sure you guys follow Evan Longoria here on session 2 or session 3 on Saturday. Maybe we'll see another one of those cradles. Catch you next time on Region Sports.
As we come back from that, just a reminder to keep up with all the things Regent Sports. Be sure to check us out on our social media pages. We are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regentsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. Mat 1. We got Blake Jets, a 38-1 senior from Roncalli, up 7-0 right now over Nolan Mullins, a 40-5 junior from Jasper. Mat 2, we got Dominic Brown, a 25-2 senior from Center Grove, up 3-0 over Braden Bowles, from a 37-2 junior from Eastern Hancock. Mat 3, we got Rex Moore, a 40-0 senior, up 3-0 over 3-1 Luke Need, a 33-10 junior. Moore with a lat drop, picking up some near fall. Moore lets him back over. Moore from North Miami, Luke Need from Lake Central. Moore up 6-1 right now. It's 10-1 as they just awarded that near fall from the lat drop. Coming to a close of the first period, Mat 4, we got Brody Weimer, a 37-5 freshman from Noblesville, and Wyatt Uray, a 32-4 junior from Evansville Mater Dei. Uray up 3-2 over Weimar right now. Moore cuts Need. Need trying to push pace a little bit. Moore digs a Russian, pops it up, goes double leg. Ends up in a north-south position, trying to go reverse half. Does pick up the takedown, looking for near fall swipes now, does get them. Now looking for a pinfall, holding 4. That's going to be 17-2. Moore comes away with a tech fall.
North Miami's Rex Moore staying unbeaten on the season with a tech fall on mat 3.
And just a reminder that you are watching the 2026 Indiana Boys Wrestling State Tournament Finals, built by Union Carpenters. Mat 4, we got Brody Weimer and Wyatt Ulray, 3-3. 40 seconds left in the second. Last year's 126 champion was Nathan Rio from Avon. Blake Jets picking up the pinfall on mat 1. Coming up,
Now wrestling on mat number 1 from South Adams, Dakota Sprunger.
coming up, we have Dakota Sprunger, a 37-3 senior from South Adams, and Noel Verduzco, a 31-6 sophomore from Lowell. That's a name that we all know well in the region. Looking for a snap down go behind. Nice pancake by him. Misdirection on the go behind. Able to get the pancake. Gets the takedown. Gets a few swipes. That's going to be 5-0. Dakota Verduzco over Sprunger. Verduzco now digging for what looks like a hammerlock. I believe he got it. He got it covered. Not the greatest angle that we have here. Switches it to a bar. Tries to pop half on the opposite side. Still digging. Going crossface cradle. Sprunger able to clear it to the opposite side. Verduzco switches back to the right side. Now going claw ride. Tries to roll it through. Got the tight waist and the bar. Stalling call on Sprunger. Verduzco with a roll through tilt, holding near fall right now. Still holding near fall. Switches to a wing. That's going to be the end of the first. Near fall now awarded. That's going to be 7-0. Verduzco over Sprunger to end the first. Mat 2, we have Callan Strayer, a 20-11 sophomore from Crown Point, and Auburn Swathwood, a 40-3 junior from Garrett. Strayer with a quick takedown. Verduzco looking for a pin. Not able to get the pin. Does get the reversal and near fall. Believe that put him up 13-0. Strayer gives up the escape. That's going to be 3-1. Strayer up. Verduzco does go up 13-0. Has a cradle locked in. Looking for the tech fall for the tech pin. They call it off. Verduzco comes away with the tech fall 45 seconds into the second period. Strayer in on a single, has it shelved, has the seatbelt. Able to bring it to the feet, get the trip, receives the takedown after Swaithwood collapses to the hip.
Maximus Quiros. And from Lakeland, Quanell Gabriel.
Mat 4, we got Maximus Quiros from Chesterton, a 45-2 junior. And Quanell Gabriel, a 37-9 junior. Quiros from Chesterton, Gabriel from Lakeland. Quiros with a quick takedown, goes up 3-0. Gabriel stands up. Quiros with a drop back with the wrist. Able to get the paratrooper into the tilt and get some near fall off of it. Gabriel able to get an escape and gets the one. I believe that score is going to be 9-1 now. Right now, Swathwood in on a single. Strayer with the wing. Let's go of the wing. Swathwood able to get the takedown. That's going to put it 6-4. Swathwood cuts them. Now 7-4. Shoots back in. Strayer sprawls. They go out of bounds. Quiros outside single. Able to drive them. We have a big return on mat 3. That did not look good. We're going to cover that. All the officials, everybody's going to cover that up. That way, nobody can see it. We're going to move on from that. I'll keep you guys updated when we have news on that. That's going to be Eli Ogle from Tri-West Hendricks and Jet McGuire from Warren Central. McGuire was winning 3-1. I believe that was Ogle that went down. It did not look good. I believe they are going to call paramedics over there. We're going to move on. Mat 2, Colin Strayer up 12-1. And Quiros up 15-1. Region boys definitely representing well this bracket. It's going to be the start of the third for Strayer. In on a front headlock. Start of the second for Quiros. Bottom of a front headlock position. Strayer snap into an outside single. Able to get the takedown. That's going to be 15-1. Quiros looking for a headlock going out of bounds. Kind of just drags him out of bounds. Strayer picking up some near fall off a cross-body Turk. And gets it. That's going to be Strayer coming away with the tech fall. Moves on to tomorrow, becoming a placer. Quiros up 16-2.
Tech fall on mat number 2 for Crown Points, Colin Strayer. I didn't fall down one time.
Mat 4, Quiros coming away with a tech fall also. Mat 3.
Tech fall on mat number 4 for Chesterton.
I believe that's McGuire down still.
Let's go, Jet.
There's going to be a break in the action.
Got another interview with Julian DeLuna.
We do have another interview coming in from Danny Bell following Julian DeLuna's match. We're going to cut to that while we try to figure out what's going to be happening here as they tend to mat 3. When you guys come back, hopefully I'll have a good update for you guys. Here's Danny Bell.
All right, we're here with Julian DeLuna, JDL. Got himself a nice major win over here. First night on Friday, you know you always have to get your first win to move on to Saturday. What was your preparation like coming up into your Friday night matchup?
So the night before, I always make sure to take a cold shower to soothe myself, and then I'll try to go to bed as early as possible. I woke up, and then my pre-match routine, I just did the same thing over and over. It's a little weird, but I like biting my hands a little bit. It's nothing like crazy, but just kind of gets my hand moving.
Yeah, buddy. You get the blood flowing?
Yeah.
All right. I see it flowing. You got even the red hair today. You got that red devil hair.
Yeah, I decided to dye for state.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, we're going to see JDL take care of business tomorrow, hopefully, here on his first match. Always happening on Friday nights, you're going to have a great match, and JDL always performs and gives you that good match. We saw him at sectionals, regionals, semi-state putting on great action, and now we got to see it again at state. He'll be moving on and placing and representing the East Chicago semi-state pretty well. So congratulations to you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you tomorrow again, kiddo.
Yes, you will.
We'll catch you next on Region Sports.
Coming back, I do have some good news on mat 3. McGuire is back on his feet and walking. He is going to have to injury default. They are calling it a legal return, which means it is a medical default. Eli Ogle moves on. McGuire was winning that match 3-1. Hopefully we get to see McGuire at the next level coming off of that. Coming back from that interview, there's currently nobody right now doing the same interviews that we're doing with the region boys coming off of these matches. To keep up with all those from Region Sports, be sure to check us out on our social media pages. We are always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. Also, from the city of Crown Point, Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point PACE department are proud to support Crown Point athletics and say go Bulldogs. Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Enjoy open skate at Timothy Rise Ice Rink at Bulldog Park through February, weather permitting, of course. For a complete schedule of hours, visit crownpoint.in.gov. Now we're going to be moving on to the 132 bracket. Last year's 132-pound champion was Jake Hockaday from Brownsburg. On mat 2 of the region boys, we got Hunter Mallory, a 24-12 junior from Lowell, and Nate Rio from a 37-3 senior from Avon. Rio was the champion last year at 126. And mat 4, also from the region, is going to be Gavin Lewis, a 26-7 junior from Crown Point, and Royce Malone, a 32-6 junior from Center Grove. Mat 2, quick takedown from Rio. quick pinfall from a near side cradle from Rio over Hunter Mallory. Mat 1, you got Lane Horn, a 44-1 senior from Rochester Community, and Owen Blessinger, a 35-5 senior from Southbridge. Mat 3, you got Jensen Boyd, a 42-5 junior from Delta, up 3-0 right now over Jack Richardson, a 31-10 junior from Roncalli. Coming up on mat 2, you got Hickson Love, a 40-1 junior from Marion, and Gavin Mason, a 35-2 freshman, from Southmont. Mat 4, Malone, in on an outside single, searching for the far ankle. Lewis still holding that whizzer. Malone now stepping over, going to hook the ankle. Trying to clear the arm, go cow catcher. Right at the end of the first period, Malone able to get behind. Primary ref awards the takedown. Crown Point's going to challenge it. Primary and secondary ref did talk. They are going over it. Crown Point probably looking for a reactionary time. As they go over that, score updates on the other mats. We got Lane Horn, a 44-1 senior, up 3-1 over Blessinger right now. Hickson Love on mat 2, up 3-0 over Gavin Mason. Mat 3 got Jensen Boyd up 6-1 over Jack Richardson. And mat 4, you got Gavin Lewis and Royce Malone. They do award that takedown at the end of the period to Malone, so that's going to be 3-0. Malone gets choice. He picks bottom. Lewis usually really strong at riding. Malone able to knee slide out. Lewis wasn't feeling it. It does cut him. It's going to be 4-0. Malone up right now. Got underhook from Lewis. Lewis now in on a shot, and they go out of bounds right by the score table. Refs quick to call out of bounds on that one. Rightfully so. We have seen a few wrestlers go into that specific score table today. Right now, collar ties, ear to ear. They snap out of it. Nice fake to the outside leg by Malone. Still snapping. Lewis tries to shoot for a high crotch. Malone able to chest block. They circle back up. Lewis attempted an elbow pass into a high crotch right at the end of the whistle. Runs out of time midway through the shot. is going to be Lewis's decision, and he picks bottom. Both wrestlers here, juniors. I'd expect to see both of them back here next year. Going to get a caution call on Gavin, on Lewis. Quick to jump the whistle. Gets it off this time. Malone hop sides, goes spiral ride. Lewis able to knee slide and stand up. Able to get the escape. They go out of bounds. Malone shoots him out. That's going to be Malone up 4-1 currently over Lewis. Got some hand snaps in there. Malone snapping off of the ties. Backing up just a little bit. I'm going to need to watch for that. Malone does start digging the 2-on-1. Lewis back to the edge of the mat. Able to snap a front headlock. Malone trying to work his way out. Lewis trying to suck him back in. They go out of bounds. 56 seconds left in the third. Malone up 4-1. They are on the feet. Mat 3, we got Isaiah Bukema and a 30-11 junior from Hanover Central, and Lucas Day, a 14-10 senior from Brownsburg. Bukema up 3-0 going into the second.
Rochester's Lane Horn, your winner. On mat number 1.
Front headlock again
Up next on mat
by
1,
Lewis, and they go out of bounds once again.
Matthew Baylor from New Haven, Sean Harris.
Malone digging that 2-on-1 again. This time, Lewis in on a single. Malone trying to stay heavy. Lewis trying to keep him in bounds. Short time. Not able to do it. Malone comes away with that one over Crown Point's Gavin Lewis. 4-1. Back to mat 3. Isaiah Bukema still up 3-0. He is a 30-11 junior.
Up next on mat 4 from Franklin Central, Richard Rogers. From Madison Grant, Trip Ainsley.
Do have more blood time. That's going to be 7. Lucas Day sporting the t-shirt and shorts. Bukema wearing the traditional singlet. Bukema on bottom. Now he did pick bottom going into the second. There is 21 seconds, I believe that says. 21 seconds left in the second. This is a tough ride by Lucas Day. Bukema up to his feet. And Day tries to go trip, not able to get it. Bukema turns in, and Day drops to a leg. Bukema trying to work his hips out. Three to nothing going into the third. Bukema up. Day does pick bottom. Lucas Day coming off of a full period ride over Bukema.
Great interviews. Great ones down there. Trying to get my levels up here.
Day with a quick escape.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
That's all right, I'll fix it.
Sounds good. We are trying to get Danny Bell back on the mic here after doing his interviews down there. Looks like Zach's on his way back to help us with it. Day shooting in. Bukema with a hard sprawl. A minute left in the third. Bukema still up 3-1. Day starting to get his shots off. Bukema real heavy with the head block.
Great action interviews down there in the hall. A lot of emotion in that hallway.
Bukema able to hit that go behind to secure the takedown. That's going to be 6-1. How was it interviewing those kids down there coming away from those big wins?
You know, some of them had a lot of energy and a lot of breath still to be able to talk. Some of them were spending it out there, man. And they were struggling to get through some of it because they were just putting it all on the line. And Friday nights, it's really tough. And even in some of the interviews, you'll see they're talking about, you know, I was nervous today, but tomorrow I'm just going to let it fly. Now that I know I'm placing, I know I'm just going to let it fly. And that's how it is on Friday nights. It's really, really nervous. A lot of emotions down there. A couple people's getting dinged up. Xavier Acuna, he had a hard-fought match.
Oh, yeah.
Some discrepancies in there. And that his knee was, boy, he was just working so hard to get his knee to go. And Bukema moves on. Great job. 6-1.
Up here, we've had some really good matches.
Oh yeah, you have.
We had an ultimate overtime
with
match.
Strayer. Yeah.
We had an ultimate overtime match on mat 2 while Strayer's match was going on in double overtime.
Yeah.
There
were so many. Couple good throws.
100%. They've been going at it, like we called right in the beginning. It was a lot of fast pace, a lot of scrambling, a lot of high technique coming from these kids, which you would expect. Like we were talking about before the session started, there's a lot of nationally ranked kids in this session here,
and a lot of these kids who aren't nationally ranked have to consistently wrestle them on a monthly basis. You know, you'll get 4 or 5 matches against these kids, and it's only going to make you better swimming with sharks.
In on a shot here. That's 1-1.
He's going to get the takedown.
That's Sean Harris of New Haven getting the takedown with about 45 seconds left over Matthew Baylor from Milan.
Wow. Tough match. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of the low-scoring football games or low-scoring wrestling matches. I'm a huge fan of the defensive matches. being able to fight off an amazing offense by somebody, I think, is more impressive because people work at their offense a lot more than they do their defense most of the time.
Yes, I completely agree on that. I think that to be able to have the technique to defend some of these shots, like the GVT scramble that we saw earlier, and like to be able to have that technique is something that is rare these days. It's really impressive to see somebody be able to just defend, chain wrestle, 6-7 different moves, and just keep going with the flow. And a lot of times they're not even coming out with a takedown at the end because both wrestlers are so advanced in their defense at this level that they're coming away, standing up, taking a deep breath, and going at it again.
Yeah. Well, we are at 132 pounds now. 138 and 144 are left. So we have our 3 weight classes to finish up here for our first day. First session, second session. They were so far an amazing success. They definitely have their work cut out for them tomorrow because some of these first round matchups or second round matchups tomorrow, oof. Match number 1's gonna right out the box. I hope a lot of them are ready. I even asked, I think every one of the interviewees, I asked them what their preparation was like and what their preparation was going to be like for tomorrow. And some of them were like, "Man, I'm just going to chill. Just going to hang out. I'm just going to try to rehydrate. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. Do the same thing I did today." A lot of it's just their same approach to every single match. And that's awesome that you can have that kind of approach.
And that's kind of what you see a lot in high-level wrestlers. They try to keep a routine. Once they find a routine that works for them, it's kind of a superstition, really, where they feel that if they break routine, then something's not going to go right in their match. And so a lot of the wrestlers try to keep the same routine. If it worked the first day, it's going to work the second day in their minds.
Yeah, if it's there once, it's there twice. Mat number 1, you got Hunter Douglas and Parker Culp coming up. Number 2, Tylen Thrine, senior this year, won it a couple years ago. He'd be taking on Dane Pippinger from East Noble. We'll have Vargo coming up on that mat afterwards. Mat number 3, we got Evan Stanley coming up at 138. That one's going to be nasty. He'll be taking on Hedges. Evan has been untouchable the last couple times I've saw him.
Evan's been on a roll for sure.
There's the end of the match. On mat 4, Richard Rogers is going to get the win over Trip Paisley.
Richard Rogers, your winner on mat number 4. Let's head down.
Now we're going into 138 pounds. This weight class and your next weight class will be your last ones for the day.
From Hamilton Southeastern.
We appreciate you guys joining us for all this stuff too.
On mat number 2 from East Noble.
We can't get enough of wrestling. I know you guys can't either.
Tylen Thrine.
This is a Team Toyota Takedown time on Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle. Check out the inventory of new and used cars at Team Toyota on 41.com. Find your next Toyota on your own terms. Visit SmartPath at TeamToyota.com. Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs." Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Enjoy open skate at the Timothy Grish Ice Rink at Bulldog Park through February, weather permitting. For a complete schedule of hours, visit crownpoint.in.gov. And to keep up with all things Region Sports, be sure to check us out on social media pages. We're always active on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and at our website, regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we are proud to still be the only game in town. We are underway on 138. The last year's winner was Evansville Mater Dei's Isaiah Schaefer. Schaefer has been doing a great job on the collegiate level, too. I just saw a match a while back against Schaefer against Jake Hockaday. And he ended up getting Hockaday at the end. 2 Indiana boys, and it was one of the better matches that YouTube was posting on there. I was like, wow, we got to see those kinds of matches in high school. Evan Stanley on mat number 3. Evan is He's not letting anybody, he's taking his ball and he's going home with it. He's not letting anybody play with that ball today. I don't think he's going to let anybody play with it tomorrow either. Give me tough going through Evan.
2 takedowns.
Speaking of Evan, I was calling Gavin Longoria Evan earlier. Sorry about that, Gavin. Yeah, it's what happens when you have so many Longorias in the wrestling family.
Evan up 6-1 right now over Elijah Hedges from Heritage Hills.
Oh, hammerlock, wing, keeping it legal. Hooked at the elbow, running it, trying to turn. He's got 37 seconds to get a turn here. Stanley might try to bank him back one way and then go the other way. Great defense by Hedges.
They're going to call
dangerous.
Potential on that. 31 seconds left. Stanley still up 6-1. Both juniors, both with a pretty similar record too. Stanley up 41-3, or he's a 41-3 junior. Hedges a 43-5 junior. Both breaking that 40 win mark this season.
Peyton Richards up 3-0 on Angelo Vargo from Penn. Vargo, that's a tough kid, man. Couple state trips in a row. He's doing a stand-up, fixing his chin strap. That's talent. Stanley still 6-1. 5 seconds left, first period. Following the hips.
Hedges was trying to knee slide out. Stanley doing a really good job of staying really tight to the hips, not letting any space be created.
Stanley with a verbal commit to Cornell. That's a great place to go wrestle. Like, who do you work with? Oh, Kyle Dake and Yanni. That's pretty cool. 2 4-timers.
Hedges picks bottom. I'm sorry, Stanley picks bottom. Hedges deferred to him.
Still on bottom. Didn't create any separation there, or enough separation. Bottom man set. Top man cover. There's a whistle. Stanley up to his feet fast. Quick escape. 146 left. 7-1. Stanley.
2-3 head taps in a row, faking both sides.
Nice.
Misses the drop single to the left side. Sees the open leg to the right. Shoots over there. Gets the sweep.
Both boots in. They're out of bounds.
That's going to put him up 10-1. Minute 30 left in the second.
You going neutral? You going to let him up? Or you going to let him set, then let him up? Yeah!
Set and let him up.
Attaboy, Stanley.
Right in the face in his stance.
I like it. Good
There's
snaps.
Front headlock position.
He's going to search that left knee, maybe pick it. Or he's going to go opposite knee pick. Or we're going to see another cement job.
Hand still posted, so I don't see a cement job. Waiting for another snap to 2-3 snaps. I think he's going to go behind to that right side. And they call stalemate instead. Neither of us are right.
Nope. Ooh. I'd have taken a shot right there if I was Hedges. Yeah, he did take a shot. He put Stanley on his right hip. Stanley's hip's on top now.
Looking cradle, I believe. Let's go of it. It's
Stanley
to go behind.
That's the good thing about wrestling. Is a lot of you guys, when there's somebody shooting in on you, a sprawl is a sprawl, but when you sprawl, you want to feed your hips to your opponent. You have to feed your hips to them. I know it sounds crazy. You have to literally push and feed your hips into them. That way you can start to circle and create that angle, because you don't want to just sprawl and feed the hips in. You want to feed hips in and circle.
That's going to put Stanley up 13-2 with about 10 seconds left in the second.
Look at that towel boy down there, Troy Hahn. Sexy towel boy. That's the biggest towel boy I've ever seen.
Another blood time. This is number 8 right here.
Yes!
I gave we weren't able to discuss it before, so I did give the same call as for the last session, 8.5, so we need one more for our over.
One more for our over. We're at our under right now, and we still have 1:44 to go. Coach Inglis took his first Friday night loss of his career today. He's been undefeated for a while now. Chesterton Trojans undefeated on Friday night tonight. They got through both. Brought 2, put 2. Oh, wow. Good match over on mat 4. Farrout and Bowie. What a scramble over there.
Bowie up 4-0 right now. Back at mat 2, Richards up 5-0 over Vargo. About 30 seconds left in the second. Vargo's still on bottom.
The whistle's blown in period 2 for mat 3 and Stanley and Hedges, and then we're going to go into the third period here. And choice will be for, what is it, Green? Hedges. He's going to choose bottom, and I'm sure Stanley's going to let him up once he's set.
He covers.
He covers.
Right side. Goes spiral ride. Looking for a boot in.
Boot in, boot out. Hedges ain't having it. I see wing and a bar in the future.
There's a crab ride. Able to get a boot in off of it.
Hedges, very frustrating wrestler. Really good defense. Stanley trying to force boots in. He's got the left one in.
Trying to block out that left arm.
Power series. No. Working that left hand.
He's going to go suck back, I think, with the half. He brings his boots out. Looked for the hammerlock on the left side.
1 minute left. They have a major decision. They're going to need more bonus points if they want to hang. I'd work Evan on his feet right now. 45 seconds. Cut him. Blood time. There it is.
There's the over.
There's 9.
Mat 4, Donald Bowie from Warren Central comes away with that victory, 5-2.
Another EC boy.
At number 4, Donald Bowie of Warren Central, your winner. Up next down number 4 from Avon.
All right, mat number 1's going to have Sonny Sessa, Crown Point senior. He will be taking on
Big return, mat 2. He's
Vargo. That could be an illegal slam. It is an illegal slam. He's going to get 1 point. If he cannot continue, Vargo will win. Watch that match.
He looked like he was out for a second. Sitting up now.
Vargo's tough, man. Sessa, 21-11 seniors, taking on Brownsburg's Landon Haynes. This is another one of those head-to-head matchups. And the Haynes, there's so many amazing Haynes brothers. All of them. I think there was one point that we had all 3 of them, or 2 or 3 of them at least, on one mat, on one team for the Outlaws. That was fun.
Vargo's going to keep going.
Sessa gets the escape. 3-1 Haynes. Vargo down 8-1. Stanley up 13-2. He gets the win.
Wiping more blood off the mat as they walk off.
Yeah.
I feel like that counts as half a blood time right there.
You guys didn't do your job right on the first blood time. Or else he was just leaking on the way out. You know how it is. You can't stop it.
Nope.
3-1, Sessa Haynes. Richards gets the win.
Sessa tries an elbow pass for that sweep single.
Goodman and Hunt on mat 3. That's knotted at 0. Goals and Morrissey. Mason was tough last year. From Avon's, he's a senior this year. Avon's got a pretty good squad out here today. They're well represented. Cradle locked up on mat 3. Transition. Now he's got the head in the hole.
It's going to be Goodman with the cradle locked up. He's a 39-7 sophomore.
Oh, nice. Backside roll.
Hunt able to get his hits back down.
He needs to split leg that right there.
That's what he's trying to do.
There he's got it. He's got to pry that knee up. Oh, this is where it's not fun. Now you step
left,
over and hook that other leg.
Dead center in the middle of the mat. Trying to use his head as a tripod so he doesn't get too high.
Sitting on 4, so he's got his backs. Might get a fall here.
30 seconds left.
Oh,
that had to have been close.
It was definitely close.
Drop back.
Another backside roll
Ends
through
up
cradle.
in a better position this time.
Gets the
pin.
fall.
Almost kicks the ref on the way out of the lock.
I've had that happen to me.
Fast in.
4-1, Sessa and Haynes. I think we saw this matchup at the Carnahan.
Mason Gell's your winner by fall on mat 4.
4-1, minute left, second period. Haynes up. Takedown by Haynes, that's another 3. Hey, you know I want one of those.
You ready for it?
Yes, sir. What's the ticket?
$8.71. Unfortunately, all transactions card only. However, we do accept cash gratuity. Cash still keep in these pockets. Pink or blue?
Let me add a pink one, pretty please.
You like the pink, huh?
I'm an Ohio State fan. I can't be taking that blue.
There we go. I got you, buddy.
You guys, I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't going to lie. I'm buying cotton candy on the air.
All right, big man. Total's going to come at $8.71. Going to ask if you want to leave gratuity. I'll take
there you are, my friend.
Button at the bottom. It's going to ask if you want to round up for charity.
All right.
Here, I got you right here. Sorry, is that FCC? FCC regulated radio?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get you shut down. All right, now.
Take care, my friend. All right, this is what it sounds funny. I'm going to eat this sugary cotton candy before I go to bed.
So I did look up the Carnahan brackets. We did see this at the Carnahans. The first round of the Constellations. Haynes came away with that 4-1. He's now leading 7-1.
He's upped it a little bit right now. Sessa moving well, though. In on a shot. Kind of got extended on there. Moves up to the waist. $30 seconds left. What does that say? A minute and 30. Yeah, minute 26.
Wrist control. There's the Russian. Able to work out of it.
Sessa working inside tie as well. Haynes with a low single shot.
John Smith would have been proud on that one.
He banked, paused, and then shot it. Sessa in a wild position.
Needs to watch for that stack. Able to pop his head back out.
What a scramble. Haynes doesn't know what to do. He's got a little bug on his back. Sessa in control, even
Sessa
though it's a
holding the
wild
ankle.
situation. Cowboy situation.
They call potentially dangerous on it.
That was really close to a scorpion deathlock. I thought I saw Sting run out there real quick with a bat.
Looked like the walls of Jericho for a second.
Dude, for real. That was a wild, wild scramble. And it was under control, which was pretty cool. That way nobody's getting no back injuries. Shot again by Haynes. He's opening it up now.
Off of Sessa's shot attempt, it looked like he went for some sort of ankle pick. Didn't clear the finger lock. Haynes just shoots straight through him from it. Sessa getting overextended from the ankle pick. That's going to be 10-1 Haynes.
Third period. 21 seconds left. Let's see what Sessa's got in the wheelhouse.
Now, if I'm looking right,
good mat return.
A major decision would actually put Brownsburg in second.
Center Grove leading right now, 28.5 points. Crown Point right behind them, 21.5, tied with Columbus East at 21.5. Oh, there we go.
There
It moved him up to second.
Just past Crown Point.
Yep. Crown Point, Lowell, and New Prairie representing East Chicago semi-state. They're all up in the top 10. Crown Point in third. Lowell in sixth. New Prairie in 10th.
Wrestling on mat number 2 from Hanover Central, Carter Hall.
Aiden Fernandez, another good wrestler from the East Chicago semi-state, wrestling for New Prairie. He'll be taking on Parker Barnes. That's a good one.
Got Carter Hall from Hanover Central and Samuel Mosier from Delta also. And then you got Tegan Newell on mat 4 from Crown Point against Malachi Tholner from New Haven.
All good matches. These are our final matches for the day, folks. You hung with us from the first session, 150 through 285. Now you were here with us, 106 to 144. These were some great matches. As you guys know, every year they are. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of love, a lot of hard work. And every win or lose down here, you make it to this point, you have that SQ next to your name for life. State qualifier is not easy in Indiana. I've watched so many wrestlers not place in the state of Indiana and go on to win a national championship in college. It is insanely hard to wrestle in Indiana. One of the top 5, at least at worst, top 7 states in the United States. Our women are top tier. And they're getting better. So much wrestling. College wrestling, HBCUs wrestling, they got funding, and they're getting as much money for funding for sports and for wrestling and everything as Yale and Harvard. That is going to do nothing but improve our sport and our athletes and students. So proud of wrestling right now. In on a shot is Fernandez. New Prairie's got that blonde hair rocking today, baby. Hi, my name is
Aiden Fernandez.
Aiden Fernandez. They all came in with that blonde hair, man. If you see him from behind, you wouldn't be able to tell sometimes. Carter Hall and Sam Mosier still knotted at 0. Mat number 4, Tegan Newell and Malachi Tholner still at 0. Cash Mays up 6-1 on Keegan Yoakum. And Aiden Fernandez up 3-1 on Parker Barnes. Nice snap by Fernandez, and then go behind. I think that's my favorite shot, is a snap, go behind. If you're good and effective at it, you don't even need to shoot anymore.
Into a nasty teapot right there. Almost securing the...
Oh, Peterson!
Peterson.
No, he almost had it.
While he is...
Into a cradle.
This kid is on
Aiden
fire right now.
Fernandez is nasty, dude, and he lost it. Gave up 2 reversal. What a good match.
Peterson, while you're still in control on top, coming out of it into a cradle, does give up the reversal right at the end of the period.
Man.
What a wiry match.
Wiry
Over there,
is the one.
Mat 4, we got our first score. That's going to be Tholner, I believe, with a reversal.
Carter Hall from Hanover got himself a takedown over Mosier and then gave Mosier the escape. Mosier had the escape right off the bat in the second period, and then Carter took him down, gave him the 3-1, released
Sick
it.
duck
Oh
under.
my goodness.
Roll through.
Into a single. This match right here is insane. Aiden Fernandez, Parker Barnes. If you haven't seen it, go find it.
Potentially dangerous, and this is what we were talking about earlier, just the defensive counter wrestling, reshot into it, just the transitional wrestling, just continuation of movement. That is the definition of this match right now, and like we said earlier, there's been a few times already this match where they're not even coming away, giving up, or receiving points.
Great job by the officiating crew down there by not prematurely scoring the points.
Letting them get to the position
Yes.
and control and
high level
cradle.
officiating here. He had him in a cradle, rotated into a double, into a Turk. Holy moly. Aiden Fernandez, you are my hero, kid. Look at this kid. I think he's just showboating now, showing off his wheelhouse.
I really think that he's just trying to create a highlight reel for his college resume right now.
Seriously, this is awesome.
Into a wing stack. See if he can get it. Wing half series.
I'd like to see
Now a bar half. Now a roll through by Barnes.
Oh my goodness.
Into a double leg and a high step over by Fernandez.
Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could see this.
Oh my God.
Into a far side
Into
cradle.
a cradle.
Aiden Fernandez could get the fall here.
Kicking out the foot. Short time. Very short time. Runs out of time. What is going on?
What a match. We get another period. This is awesome. And guess who gets choice? Fernandez. Let's see what he's got from the bottom, folks. I'm going to dye my hair blonde tonight. See what it does for me tomorrow.
You're almost there with the gray.
Not cool. Stand up. Mat return attempt.
I'm looking for a standing
Again.
Granby.
Granby, and
attempt.
there was. Let's see it.
That looked just like the Chad Red standing Granby, where he would go limp right before he hit the mat and just kind of mosey his way on over with the roll through.
Gives the escape. They're neutral, 14-4. Shot out of bounds. He almost had him. Couldn't hang on. Caution, he wasn't on the line. Snap.
Now this is a 14-4 match, but it does not feel like it. These two are going at it. This is definitely going to be one in the books where the score does not represent how well wrestled this match was.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Parker Barnes.
Parker Barnes is a dog, and he's only a sophomore. We will see him here again. That's going to be the tech fall for Fernandez.
Man, Aiden, you are a nasty, kiddo. That was nice. Very, very good. Very good match. You represented very well right there, kid.
Over on mat 2, Samuel Mosier comes away with the major decision, 14-4 over Carter Hall from Hanover Central.
Tegan Newell's going to get the win on mat number 4.
6-0.
All right, attaboy Tegan.
Now wrestling. On mat number 1, Cathedral's Brian Thomas, center girls, Peyton Hornsby.
Brian Thomas and Peyton Hornsby on mat 1. Asa Spencer and Adam Brewer on mat number 2. Mat 3 is Cash Mays still and Keegan Yoakum. Mays is up 7-1. Braylon Reynolds, defending champ, going against Stephen Hunter from Lawrence North. That's a tough first round draw for North. Last year's winner in this weight class is Tommy Gibbs. He moved up to 150 this year, though.
Possible matchup with him. Speaking of great matches,
Shep
and him in the finals.
Ooh, that's it.
That's going to be one to tune into for sure.
If it happens, that will definitely be the one to watch. That one's going to be fun. You know how it is, though, second day. The matches that you see are so sick. Valpo's up here. Luke Reed taking on Gabe Myers. Parker Reynolds with a cradle locked up on mat 4 on Stephen Hunter.
That's going to be Braylon Reynolds from Brownsburg on mat 4. Parker Reynolds is the champion from last year at 150.
You know, I've been calling these kids their brothers, their uncles, their fathers. I'm just going to start making up names. The worst part is I know his name. And I'm looking at it, and I'm still calling him Parker. No, Parker won it last year. Braylon with the win. (0-0) Reed Myers. Hornsby up 3-0 on Thomas. Spencer up 6-2 on Brewer.
Reed left leg forward. Now into a square tie-up.
Reed almost on a takedown.
Nice arm drag.
In on a single.
Loses the leg. Kind of dives in, trying to follow it. Now that's Myers in on a shot. Reed trying to get both hips to one side. Able to with the whizzer. Now trying to hit the go behind. Myers tries to Granby through.
There's a Turk, fell into it.
Catches it straight into a Turk, picks up some near fall, I believe, off of that. No near fall either way. That's going to be 3-0, Reed up.
Crossface cradle coming up here. Maybe a step through Turk again. He could be looking for that cross shoulder tilt.
There's the cross shoulder, trying to collapse that far arm.
Gonna need to post that elbow if he's gonna do it. He can hop over and get a nasty cradle if he's smart. End of the period. Oh, power laydown on mat 1. Thomas tried a big move. Hornsby held him. Bottom man set, top man cover on mat 3. Reed gets away.
Just going to put him up 4-0.
Reed circles, back into a stance, reaches right side, fights off the wrist on the left hand, shoots single on the left.
Tries an arm drag into it.
Again, stays
Able
with
to
it.
catch it. Caught the leg this time, now elevating the ankle.
Stays at it. He's going to get it.
That's going to be 7-0.
Luke fighting it off here. The second period, minute 15 left. Reed with a 7-0 lead.
At number 1, your winner with a tech fall from Center Grove, Peyton Hornsby.
One of my old wrestlers in the corner from our River Forest days, Oscar Cash, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember him.
That room was so sick.
100%.
There were so many dogs in that room, dude.
That was a nasty room.
We had a Shark Tank.
We went at it every day, for multiple hours upon a day.
It was a great place.
It was a lot of times there was no end time to practice. It was when we were all too tired to keep going.
Yes. And it was usually our fourth one of those in the day. We'd have one in the morning, one after school, then we'd have to coach the youth, and then coach the other youth class, and each time we were still wrestling.
Yep.
Then we'd get it all by ourselves on a Saturday sometimes, and we'd have from the Davison boys and Colza's and Black and Limley's, and there was
Triana.
There were so many studs in this room, man. It was so fun. Reed up 7-1 now. It gives the escape up on Myers. 18 seconds left in the second period. Spencer up 12-3 on Brewer. Really putting it off. Modern Day definitely well represented here with 10 wrestlers. Their coaches had their work cut out for them on Friday night.
It's going to be the end of the second period. 7-1 lead for Reed.
And on a takedown.
Myers tried a low single right off the whistle. Reed got the step back on it. Able to reshoot into the double, get the takedown. It's going to be a 10-1 lead.
We're going to bring in Kevin English here real quick.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Kevin?
Having fun?
100%. It's been a banger of a session.
And I didn't get to watch much wrestling except for our kids over the last session. Any big upsets or?
Honestly, we had a really good match a second ago.
Yeah.
It was insane on mat 1. Just going back and forth. Aiden Fernandez from New Prairie. Holy moly, the transitions. This was probably one of my favorite matches to watch in years. It was so good.
Did he wind up winning the match?
He did.
Nice.
And the score wasn't indicative of what the match really was. It was a tech fall, but this match was seriously close the whole time.
Very cool. Luke Reed's up 10-1 right now. Right? Isn't that Reed?
He is, yep.
Yes, he is. He's been terrible. He was up 7-0 at first, and then he gave up an escape. Now he's just been dominant this entire match.
Minute left.
Braylon Reynolds on the
Crown
mat
Point
out there.
in third right now. You guys are in sixth. You guys are still up there, and a lot of points coming up to tomorrow with some bonus points here, too. You got some good wrestlers coming up. Lost a couple tough ones today.
Yeah.
I called Gavin Evan in his interview.
Man, how about, look at this. Little head chancer there for Brewer over Spencer on the far mat. You see it?
Yeah.
Little
chin whip action.
Yeah, he didn't finish. Yeah, so 7 state qualifiers, man, that was awesome. And then we had some tough draws we knew coming in today. 4 state placers. We had 3 last year, so, I mean, it's improvement. I would have liked to have that fall over there with Verduzco instead of the Tech. And then Evan, we were hoping for some bonus there. But, I mean, you're at the state tournament. It's so hard to bonus.
Yeah.
These kids are good.
Yeah, they're focused as long as they move into the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really look at this. Now I'm really studying this team score right now, so we're in 6th. Okay. We were in 8th or 9th last time I looked.
Delta's in there tied with you right now. Cathedral's only a point ahead of you. You guys aren't out of this, man. You're still in it.
Our goal as a team, to be honest, was like, hey, let's finish top 4. I have some other personal goals, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you took your first Friday night loss.
Took 3 this time. I know.
Yeah, but you had a long run, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy for the boys. We knew coming in.
Well, our last match of the day is going to be Luke Reed.
There you go. Another one from the East Chicago Semi-State.
Fitting that it's East Chicago wrestler to end the day for us, and on a win, that's a really good thing to have. Another guy that goes into that elite room.
We get Reed. We got him once or twice. He does.
Yeah.
He goes to those other guys sometimes.
I saw him a couple times there.
But we got quite a few kids. Cruz
You've
Oreta
had
from
so
Lake
many
Central.
Valparaiso kids that you guys have helped out in a while. All right, we're here with Julian DeLuna, JDL. Got himself a nice major win over here.
Well, where are we going? What are we going to eat?
We're definitely going to need to get some food action in because I have what you call an inner tapeworm, and I've got to feed him. But we had a great day, a great ending to it. Our special thanks to our management, executive producer Chris Ramirez, operations manager Rich Castillo, coordinating producer Zach Miller, sports director Mike Dewan, our broadcast crew, myself, Zach Lavelle, Chris Schwarzkopf, and now Kevin English. We had a lot of special helps from also Carrie English. We appreciate her. Chris Backus, Martin Murillo, and Zach Miller behind the scenes crew. The Gamebridge Fieldhouse, we appreciate Jason Willie, IHSAA, and to all our viewers on RegionSports.com, YouTube/Region Sports, and Facebook/Region Sports Nation. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We have 2 more sessions for you guys to hang out with us tomorrow. We expect you to be there because I promise you, if you thought this was good today, it's going to even be better tomorrow. Make sure you get some rest because we're going to start earlier than we did today. We appreciate you joining us here on Region Sports, where the region comes to wrestle. We'll catch you tomorrow.